Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a gold turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Clemson Tigers taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and... Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Clemson Tigers... Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So Miami's offense will take the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, Dave.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Tackled, but he has a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. The give to the tailback. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. And the Hurricanes look to keep this drive humming. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Open space at the 25. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's gotten the first down. The Hurricanes are in the red zone. They'll ride the hot hand. Got some room headed to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On the move. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. So they're right on the doorstep. Couldn't pass it in last time. Maybe they'll just try to pound it in on 3rd down.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive covers 62 yards for the touchdown. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Clemson Tigers offense has the ball for the first time. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I'm taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. On 1st down, here comes this offense. To the ground, he's got it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Makes his connection. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. He wants to throw it. They're trying to get to him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive.
Makes the catch on the left. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-3. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. One final play before the end of the quarter. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. When you play backer at Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Kane attitude.
Attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
We might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fair catch is made, but there is laundry on the deck, so we might be having a do-over.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He'll keep it himself. The ball pops out. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. The back goes in motion. On second down, wants to throw it. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down. Clemson is quick to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Canes. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oregon is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Justin Herbert had a hand in getting this kid to Eugene, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? They're trailing by just 4 to Colorado. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the ground with the back. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun. Wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Becker. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Clemson will send the punt team out. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man by himself. Open runway ahead. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Miami!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Quick strike offense on that replay scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. Gets it out quickly. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. He looks that one in nicely. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Looking to throw on second down. He's got his man. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Really need positive yards on second down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Dumps it off in the flats. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on third down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll leave it with him. At the 35, he's got room. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in the running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Trying to find his man on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Unleashes to the end zone. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Pocket starts to collapse. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They want to run it left here. Tackled after picking up the first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The give to the back. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in South Florida than you? A captivating start to this one. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
The Tigers headed quickly to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field.
And you've always got to be careful around the sideline to not step out accidentally. So that wide receiver did a really...
And that ball's free behind the line. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Used the play fake, now to throw. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Second down coming up. From the gun, running back on the move. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw on 3rd. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Canes will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go right back to the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. At the 15, he's loose. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, they're able to catch the defense off guard. They're obviously thinking pass. This back is dangerous on 1st down, 2nd, and 3rd. And he shows you the vision and shows you the speed. And I just love how decisive he is. He's getting north right away.
And 3rd down and long, man, everything in you knows it's a pass. Surely they're not going to run the football. But I think what you said is important, having a guy like this that can chew up yards so quickly. Because I'm thinking just make the tackle. No big deal. Force the 4th down. Man, what a nice play by the running back.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Clemson jumps to the line.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages.
Trying to beat the D deep. And this is hauled in at the 20-yard line. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks it down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it just needs to.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Duke. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Canes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Back to the ground game on the left. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires on the move. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. Slips through the line. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. A little screen to the running back. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. He's got his man. And to use that big, powerful, stiff arm to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a 1st down. And the Canes are rolling down the field. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're getting this guy lathered up. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. So now on comes the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Becker. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. 1st down here for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Quarterback checking the play. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Fights off a defender. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's McGooligan. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They're setting up the screen. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. It's complete to the left. Makes the catch and knocked down. How about this methodical, soul-crushing drive? They've already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock as they snap it on 2nd down. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They come to the line 3 yards away from the first down marker. They've converted twice on this drive. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6 and 1.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Get it out on the screen. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Clemson is quick to the line.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. At the 40, there he goes. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Clemson set up with another first down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. At the 20, he's got space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Floating away. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and at Looks like they're on their way home anyway. They'll go for it on fourth. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
On to attempt the try. Right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Middle Tennessee is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Murfreesboro, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over New Mexico State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The give out of the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Running to the left. And it's sucked out. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front.
Pulls it in on the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Makes a connection. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Unleashes one. Hauls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Second down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. On the move, he fires. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. Looking to throw. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. On second down, wants to throw. Touchdown, Tigers. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.